Right here, written by Katrina Kennedy Hansel. The invisible epidemic is the last day of school. Everyone is excited about the long summer break. Everyone, except a boy named Aaron. He slumps in his chair with his head on his desk. His stomach grumbled. The only food he has today is the school lunch, and he knows the cabinet at home are empty. His mom works 2 jobs, but by the end of the month, they always run out of money for food. He sighs, thinking of a long summer ahead. Like Aaron, millions of African American children go hungry every day. Maybe you are one of them. According to the United States Department of Agriculture, USDA, 35.2 million Americans live in food-insecure households in 2019. This means they did not always have enough food for everyone living here. Of these Americans, 10.7 million were children. That's about 1 in 7 children in the United States who are food insecure. Hunger brings pain and stress. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention (CDC) has found that children who don't get enough to eat have more health problems and miss more school than those who do. Then the kids are hungry at school. They have a harder time learning. Hunger also has long-term effects rapidly at a young age, and their brains develop rapidly. Too slow, little food can slow both of the physical and mental development. The United States goes and exports millions of pounds of coal. The environment has programs to help people who can afford food, yet there is an epidemic of hunger in the United States. Why? Why people can't afford food? Bad things can happen to anyone. A factory closes and a parent loses a job. A guardian gets sick and can't work. A single parent must stay home to care of their aging family member or sick child. When family loses income or don't make enough tough choices, sometimes the choice is to either pay the bills or eat. Millions of Americans work full-time. They sometimes still go hungry. Women in particular. USDA figures show more than 60% of adults receiving food assistance than women, a single parents caring for the children they women, and they are twice as likely to live in poverty as single father caring for children. When mothers are living in poverty, the children often too have food assistance work. Federal food assistance began as a way for the government to help farmers during the Great Depression. Starting in 1933, the USDA brought farmers extra crops and gave them to those in need. In 1939, the government began issuing actual stamps that people used to buy surplus food. By 1964, the program allowed people to buy any type of food, not just extra from farmers. In 2008, the food stamp program was renamed Supplemental Nutrition Access Program to reflect the program's new emphasis on nutrition. In 2019, SNAP had more than 35 million Americans. The average monthly food stamp benefit is less than $5 a day. The average monthly food stamp benefit. Another federal program, the Special Supplemental Nutrition Program for Women, Infants, and Children, WIC, has helped pregnant women and children under the age of 5, would provide specified nutritious food, such as milk, baby formula, and baby food for more than 30 million children. The National School Lunch Program also provides free reduced cost lunches at the public school, regardless of income. The politics of hunger. While the government offers a safety net to many hungry Americans, the amount of money budgeted for federal food programs varies from year to year. In some years, Congress cuts billions in spending for SNAP. In some years, it decreases how much federal government should spend on these food programs. They also disagree about who should qualify for the help. For instance, some people think the government should change its current measurement of poverty. Developed in 1960s, this government formula accounts for inflation. It does not demand on the American budget cause such increase more than food. As a result, even those who qualify, not everyone who needs help gets help. Many people may not know their first name. Others could be embarrassed to ask help for help. Applying for benefits often means taking off work, something people who can afford to miss. Filling the gap. When government funding is not enough to meet the needs of hungry Americans, local food programs have filled the gap. Food banks in every state collect food from growers, restaurants, and grocery stores to distribute to charities such as food pantries and soup kitchens that serve the public. Food banks often provide canned or boxed food because storing fresh produce, for instance, is difficult for people with lower income. The nutrition gap can sometimes be filled by community gardens. Here, people plant, care, and harvest for produce to many hope or share with the community. Many community gardens grow vegetables for their local food banks. Feeding America, the largest non-profit organization helping American families, has more than 200 food banks and 16 million food pantries that feed about 12 million kids each year. However, charity accounts for less than 6% of the food assistance in the United States as cost of life, wages stay the same, and federal food programs are cut. The organizations are finding that they cannot meet the needs of hungry people. They often run out of food and have to turn families away. Kids can make a difference. Many kids have fight hunger in America. Students in Concord, New Hampshire, hosted a hunger banquet for their parents. The cost to attend banquet was canned food for pantry in sixth class in Bellingham, Massachusetts. An award-winning video about hunger to raise awareness in his community. Other students have raised enough money for food banks, food sale bags, art and car washes, walkathons, and readathons. Sam Adamo played the cello at the local farmers market and collected $700 for this local food bank in Rhode Island. Carson Townsend created a cookbook for and by kids. The cookbook sales raised more than $20,000 for the Northern Illinois Food Bank. Marcy Stewart collected 844 pounds of food by distributing empty bags in her school and asking classmates to fill for St. Mary's Food Bank aid supplies, Arizona, when 7-year-old William Winslow realized that not have over to spring break, He asked a local restaurant to team up with him. The restaurant gave free cheese tips to customers who brought in food for Backpack Buddy, a program that sent meals to home workers or students in need. Then William asked a local grocery store last time aside to tell people about the program. In only one weekend, he collected 1,400 pounds of food and $305 in cash donations. Now in fourth grade, William still hosts an annual fundraiser. In 2016, he enlisted and organized 171 volunteers to collect donations at 10 grocery stores. Donations provide 11 hubs to expand throughout the state of North Carolina. Williams said, I am just involved in regular kids. Any kid can make a difference if they want to. It's just whether they want to or not. How can people help? People with a family garden can donate extra produce to a local food pantry or extra pack of vegetables to donate. Kids can also donate part of their allowance and encourage people to do the same. Kids in London County, Virginia, came up with a plan to allow kids to donate a dime to the food bank each time they bought lunch. They encouraged of the school campaign to buy products to support food banks. Look around your community. Find out what the local bank and charities need. And you at the time of the year, the need is greatest. Share what you find with friends, family, and neighbors. Most people don't know a lot about hunger in their own community. Let them know by writing a letter to your local newspaper. Write a report on hunger in your community and present it to your class. Write letters to your representative in Congress and to your state and local governments. Encourage them to support programs that have made sure to go no child go hungry. Start a letter writing campaign and school to tell the government official what you think. We have all the resources to ensure that we, just like Aaron, never go hungry again. We just need the will to make it happen.